Hey, hey, what's happening? What's happening? Hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. How are you? Oh, man. It's going down. How's everybody this great Monday morning? How is everyone? Trying to get that out of my... Hey, hey, Late Toxic. How are you? Happy Monday morning to you. All is well, all is well. This platform is real. It's about realizing your desires, giving your focus to what you desire, being that which you say you are. It's what you give your attention to. Oh, it's doing wonderful. How's your day going? And you just really got to choose to talk to yourself in a way that represents the life you want to have. And then you'll see things, you'll just see that you'll be more motivated, more inspired. Life will just become effortless. It really is. It really becomes effortless when you choose to just, meditate, marinate, saturate, whatever, however you want to clarify it, however you want to explain it. Hey, Rashi. Oh, okay. How's school going? Hopefully you're enjoying it. Yeah, Thursday night we'll be doing the book club meeting. We'll be on lesson 4. I think we're going to finish up, give a little synopsis of lesson 3, and then we'll be going to lesson 4, which should be very good. No one to change but self. Everyone is so busy trying to change other people. How do I make this person do this? What do I do about this person doing that? Nothing. Leave them alone and change your thoughts. That's what you do. You stop trying to fix people. Stop seeing them as broken and bruised and messed up, and just change your thoughts about it. Oh, thank you. Hello. Is that Matisha? Is that how you say it? Matishi? Is that Matisha? Thank you. If we would just learn to focus on ourselves, man, the world would be such a better place when you would just choose to think the lovely of others. Hey, CC. Yes, that is beautiful. Yes, speak it. And continue to saturate your mind with that knowingness, right? So yes, school is great. Thank you so much for asking. Your YouTube videos are a true. Oh, thank you. As Abraham Hicks would say, we all in this together. We want to see everybody win. We just want to see everybody do great. And it really is recognizing there's nothing wrong with you, right? So many times, I don't care where you go, right? When you go to the doctor, you go to the church, or even in this community, everybody's trying to tell you how broken you are, how messed up you are, how you just not enough, that how you are is just simply not okay, that you need to be something else other than yourself. When the whole time there was nothing ever wrong with you. You just had thoughts that bankrupt you. But now you're going to what? You're going to invest in yourself. So you're going to invest your time and your thoughts. You're going to invest your time, and because that's where the true investment starts within you, and then you will reap a great reward. Your return on investment will be more than you ever could have realized, because you understand that the coin of heaven, your currency, is your thoughts. That's where everything lies. And the whole time we were misguided, misled. And we know that it's part of the matrix. We came in here, we forget, but we came here knowing that we were reschooled in fear. That's what we will be programmed and conditioned in. Everybody fell under that spell. No one was, not was above that, because everybody comes in here and lives in this world, right? Everybody come in here and we're experiencing this world, and this world is based in fear. And we agreed to that. We agreed to the game. We agreed to, and so, but once you come out of that mindset, once you elevate past that mindset, now it's time to no longer allow, what the world is saying to dictate how you're going to experience this world. So you really got to choose to let the world go and let the world do what it's going to do, because the world going to do what it's going to do, right? The world is going to do it, and you just got to decide, do I want to feast upon their negativity, their limiting beliefs, their doubt, their fears, their unknowing, their distrusting, their dishonesty? Oh, thank you so much, Tovo. Or are you going to choose what life you want to experience? Do you want to operate in light, love, joy, peace, kindness, right? Elevate your thoughts, elevate your life, and whatever that looks like, not depending on anyone else but what you think. Right, no more focus on things that make us feel down. Absolutely. That's it. Yes, that's what we used to, that's the old state. That was the old mind, old man. But now we're in a new mind, new state of mind, right? So what's that new state of mind, right? Seeing the world with rose-colored glasses on. You want to put your rose-colored glasses on now. And you want to see life as you want it to be. Not what they told you it should be. And it's whatever you want, right? Some people want true simplicity, right? They want, you guys ever seen like those little houses, or people convert vans and buses, or people live in trailers or different places, like, right? People like the freedom of being in a house on wheels, right? And they can just go to any part of the, over here in the United States, any part of the, where they can just travel along that way. They just want that freedom. They don't want them, they don't want a mortgage. They don't want the responsibility and upkeep of a home, And there's no wrong or right. It's you just deciding what truly makes you happy, and not letting society tell you, well, unless you got billions of dollars in the bank, there's absolutely no way you can be happy unless you're a multi-millionaire. There are multi-millionaires that are miserable, that they have all this money, don't know how to enjoy it, full of, just... You want the peace, the love, the joy, and to know that in the security, and to know that money is going to come. I mean, it just shows up when you stop trying to think you have to go and get it and figure out how to chase it. It really will present itself to you. Hey, L Glaze. And I know I fell into that mindset when I first came over here, when I started the awakening process, and I started down the law of attraction. And the whole premise of the law of attraction was all about how to manifest as if we weren't already manifesting. The whole premise was trying to teach you to do something you were already doing, making you think that you were missing something, making you think that you didn't have a clue about what to do when you were doing it the whole time. The only thing was you just had to learn how to remember how to refocus. Just all you had to do was realize how to refocus. That was it. Yes, remind ourselves to enjoy the experience. Man, that's it. That's it. That's what I had to remind myself too, El Glaze. We all have to do that. We all have to do it because, you listen to so many people, and I know we live in a society where money is necessary, right? We do live in a society where money is necessary. We get that. We get money is necessary to live in this third dimension, right? To live in Caesar's world. Money is necessary. And that's why I love scripture, because it reminds you but you don't have to figure out how to get money. Hey, sup, God? What's happening? Happy Monday. Right? Scripture tells us we don't have to worry, right? You don't have to worry about what you're going to eat, where you're going to sleep, and what clothes you're going to wear, right? It says that the Father within you knows that you have need of these things, knows that you need these things. And it tells you to look at nature. It doesn't toil. It doesn't strive, right? The birds of the air, the lilies of the field, they're well taken care of. Are you not worth more than they? You made in the image and likeness of all there is. It says that we were made a little lower than the angels. A lot of people believe that was a mistranslation, right? Because the angels are messengers of God, but we're the image and likeness of God. So a lot of people believe that that's a mistranslation by those who, decided to convert from Hebrew to English, and they kind of, mess with it because some translators just didn't want to go there and see themselves as the power and one with the Creator, and as being an extension, a fragment, a part of the whole, right? So they're like, we can't say that we're above the angels. We gonna say, because then that puts us right in alignment with God. So let's say that we're a little lower. But angels are messengers, angels of light. And what's a messenger when you're talking psychologically? It'll be your thought. That's how the greater part of you communicates with the lower part of you, through thought, right? That's how we're communicated with, through thought. And thought takes on different forms, right? It can be seen as light. It can be seen as pictures. It can be seen as other people. It can be seen as places, right? Things. That's how thought takes on different forms, but that's how God communicates with God, through thought. Yes, El Glaze. Hey, Jimmy G. Welcome, Grand Rising. So I am money. I'm enjoying the opportunities that are showing up. Yes, love that. That's it. That's what we have to recognize. We are the currency, because money takes on many forms, right? There are infinite ways to express wealth, and we have to be open to that infinite ways, not put wealth in a box and put limits on how wealth can be expressed, that it only can be expressed in this way. It can be expressed in any way you say, anything you see fit for you. So my grandma tells me about a time she was down broke in Jamaica, no money left to, she said she gave it up to God, and a neighbor came by and gave her money randomly that night. Yes, it doesn't have to be hard unless we decide it is. Give up chasing and let it come to you. That part, love that, CC. That's it. Yes, understanding, L Glaze. Yes, that's it. When we let go trying to what? Figure it out. When we take no thought. That's the take no thought is the worry. Trying to figure how it's going to happen or when it's going to show up. You're supposed to let that mindset go because you don't make anything happen anyway. And people keep figuring it out, but they still keep trying to make it be like, especially people with, businesses, right? And they're like, how come the clients aren't coming? Because, I'm promoting, I'm networking, I'm sending out, I'm telling everybody about it. I'm telling them, and the business just won't seem to grow. You know why? Because your focus is in the wrong place. You're trying to figure out how to make it grow when you're supposed to know it's already prospered. It's already flourishing. See, when you operate from the mindset that a thing is already done or it's already yours, your thoughts are different. Your thoughts really are different. And because your thoughts are different, you start to see the activity of those different thoughts. But when your thoughts is so focused on lack and not having and not growing and not being successful, those are the thoughts you continue to manifest, and then you manifest those experiences to confirm those thoughts. It's just like a loop. Who said that? I think that was Dr. Joe Dispenza, right? Reminding us that we just be in this vicious loop and we're wondering why things keep happening the way they are because we keep thinking the way we're thinking. And we think that if we gave more effort to a thing, it would change it around. But your effort is coming from a place of lack. So if your effort is coming from a place of lack, guess what you're going to produce? More lack. Your effort, should be effortless, should come from a place of abundance, of success, of prosperity, of knowing. Hey, butterfly. Hello, Hashira. Grand rising. That's why it's so important to change the way you think. And that's all you have to do is change the way you think. I know we think it has to be more than that, right? No, go on your walks, go on your meditation, go in your prayer closet and decide to have different thoughts and be persistent in that. Thank you, butterfly. And be persistent in the new way of thinking. Because when you're persistent in the new way of thinking, you just find yourself doing things that it's going to be so effortless. And these things have to be repeated over and over and over again because that's how the subconscious mind is impressed, through repetition, right? Because we're always talking anyway. Did you realize that? You're always talking or you're either talking to someone or you're talking to yourself. You're always having thoughts, right? Your thoughts is your conversation, right? And since you're always talking, might as well use this communication to your benefit. Might as well decide to be proactive about what's going on in the mind. And so I scroll on my TikTok too. I scroll on my app, right? And so I saw this young lady talking about, she had this new revelation about thought, right? And she was like, we don't actually think thoughts, we receive thoughts. And we have to be, and because we receive thoughts, we have to be open to new thoughts. And so I thought about that. I'm like, new thoughts. Are they new thoughts? Are they new? I mean, it may be new to you because you haven't thought that way, but scripture tells us there's nothing new under the sun, right? Everything is, was, and always will be, right? And how things may be communicated to us, it may be new to us because we never thought of it that way, or we weren't aware of thinking that way. So to us, it may appear new, but there's nothing new. It's just like people talk about that this is new age, right? As compared to Christianity. or religious dogma, right? And they're like, this is new age thought. It's not new. You just didn't know about it. It says you're just coming across it. You want to say it's new. If you really want to say, Christianity is really new. Abrahamic faith is what's new, 2,000 years. And they're saying that time is infinite. And then you're saying something has only been established for 2,000 years, where compared to other religions and other schools of thought, actually, Christianity will be the new one. I mean, really think about it. And all the different denominations and offshoots of Christianity, like Catholicism, Protestant, and then you get into the different categories of Protestant, and you get Mormonism and all of that, and Jehovah's Witness, and those things are new. But the law of life, the law of being, that's eternal. It's universal. It's always been the laws that governed this plane. We just forgot. That's it. Hey, Caleb, how are you? Happy Monday. Right, our inner thoughts becomes our outer thoughts. Yep. Hello, Hashira. I know we need to receive, but I also received the idea of opening my new business. Ooh, beautiful. Congratulations. Nothing new under the sun. That's the new to me. or that we're in the ice age of reality or the matrix. Right. Hey, Lisa. Hi. And here's the thing. Okay. So you say we're not the source of our thoughts. Let's say that. Let's say we're not the source of our thoughts, right? Let's say thoughts are just swarming in the atmosphere, right? Just in the ethers, right? The thoughts are just all there, and they're just swarming around. And it's according to your level of awareness what thoughts you are able to recognize or to be aware of, or right? Or that becomes, revealed to you, or, that you connect with. Let's say that. So then, what would be the reason why you're having the thoughts you're having? The thoughts you're having that you're able to connect with is based on what? Your beliefs. Right? It's your premise. It's your premise about life will be based on what thoughts that's roaming, that's just out there in the ether swarming around. What's going to be magnetized to you will be based on what? Your belief system. And then you say, okay, but there are a lot of these beliefs are based on what other people said. Right, that somebody else told me about it. My mom, my religious doctrine, my academic school systems, my governments. They all told me this is how I should think, what was possible for me, and gave me my beliefs. And it's like, okay, well, how do I set about to change these beliefs? Because I don't want to keep having these thoughts that I'm being attracted to. I don't want the limiting thoughts anymore. I don't want to be seen as unworthy and undeserving and less than and not enough and unwanted and unloved. And I don't want to keep attracting those thoughts, right? I don't want to keep letting those thoughts come into my reality. And so then you have to ask yourself, well, how do I be attracted to something else than something I've been attracted to all of my life? How do I let go and get and change what is drawn to me, what is drawn into me? Right. And so if we're going to say that we have no control over our thoughts, then if we have no say in what thoughts we get to have, then how do we ever get to experience something different in life? If we have if we're just the receiver, and not the source. See, it's not either or, it's both, right? It's not that we're just the receiver of the thought. We're actually the source of the thought. Right? Because if we were just the receiver, then that means we could never change anything. That we would just be at the behest of whatever thoughts are in the atmosphere, in the ethers, right? Everything that just, because all thoughts exist. They all exist. But what determines what thoughts you will continue to manifest and bring into your experience that you become aware of is dependent on what? Your awareness. And you're choosing to be aware of how you think. And then deciding that I no longer like those thoughts anymore. I'm going to choose to think different. See, we're both the broadcaster and the antenna, right? We're both the giver and the gift. We're playing both parts. We're not only the producer, we're also the writer. We're not only the writer, we're also the director. And because we're the writer, we automatically are the editor. And then we're the director, and we're also the one that's playing the part. We're also the star. And that's something that most people find it difficult to be accountable for all of that. Here's the thing with writing, being the producer, deciding what production you want to bring forth, and then writing the script and redacting or editing it, right? You wrote a story, you didn't really like it, it wasn't really going the way you wanted to, so you get to edit it. And then you get to direct your thoughts. You get to tell your thoughts, okay, I'm going to keep rehearsing the script I just wrote. So the script I just wrote was a script about a love story, right? I found my forever person, someone that I'm going to spend my life with in this now moment. However, that now continues on. That now may only be for 5 years. That now may only be for 10 years. That now may be to the rest of my experience in this third dimension. Whatever that time is, that now is, right? And I'm telling this story and I'm writing it. I got it all written out. I see it in my mind and I'm rehearsing it, which I'm directing my thoughts. I'm saying, oh, well, since I found my person and we're in this amazing relationship, and I'm adored and I adore them and it's great communication. We laugh, we love, we're one another's confidant. We travel together. We it's just a happy experience. Whatever you're writing for your love story, whatever that looks like for you, right? And then you get to play that role out. You get to star in your production in the love story of your life. And you did all the rehearsing. You know it. You're that person. You're that character. And now the part you don't get to do. This is the part you don't get to do. This part is not up to you. You don't get to cast the role. You don't get to say how it happens. You don't finance it, right? You don't finance the play. You don't finance the movie. You don't get to do that. The greater part of you, the God within you, the I am, the Father, He's going to do all that for you. He's going to finance it for you. He's going to play the part. He's going to find those who's going to play the part for you. Yep, it just happens after you've produced it, wrote it, rehearsed it, which is the director, and now you're starring in it. Things just, you did your part. That's all you were supposed to do. Remain faithful to the story that you created. That's it. Now you can get specific about your story, right? You can say, Father, I know you know all things and you see all things, the end before the beginning. I get that. You do. You see all of that. But Father, I want this specific person. I desire for this specific person to be in my life. And the Father says, okay, it's your world. You get to decide the specific person. However, I see the whole person. You're going by appearances. You're going by your limited understanding. But hey, this your world. This your reality. I gave you freedom of choice, free will. I'll let you say this specific person. I'll let you have that. It's totally up to you to choose this specific person. And the specific person is going to be a reflection of you. You need to understand that the person you're bringing into your experience will be a mirror of you. So make sure that the person that you're bringing into you are that person you want to bring into your world. Oh, sup, God. All right. Congratulations. Wow. That's awesome. Wow. Hello, Jules. So I finally got my SP back, but now we're not on the best terms because he found out I was intimate with a friend of his, and now he's saying he doesn't know where we stand. Okay, well, this is your world. What story do you want to tell now? Is your world. What story do you want to tell? Hey, Keisha. Hello. Hey, all love. Grand Rising, Janine. Hello. Well, were you guilty while you were doing it, or are you only guilty because he found out? Here's the thing. You got to be happy with your decision. It was your decision. That's how you release guilt. You don't judge it. You understand it was for the experience and nothing else. We all do things that, had we been in a different state of mind, we would have made a different decision. And that's what you got to tell yourself. Had you been thinking differently, you would have made a different decision. But because you were in that state, that was the decision you made. But you're no longer that person anymore, right? You have to tell yourself, I'm not the person that made that choice. That person no longer exists. So you have to really choose, Jules, to focus on the fact that you and your SP are together, and you're going to really have to decide what that looks like. Thank you, Janine. Yeah, right after, but in the moment of it, the thoughts before it, you were completely okay with it. That's what you have to understand. You were completely okay with it when it happened. It was after, which doesn't matter. It's about now. What do you want now? To be free of it. And so you're going to have to own it. Be accountable. Yes, I made that decision. Did you do it out of hurt? Did you do it out of fear? Whatever reason you did, say you're no longer operating from that state. The choice you made was from a state of fear. Maybe you thought you and your SP weren't going to get back together, or maybe you felt like your SP hurt you, so you think that you would hurt them, or you were being insensitive or insecure, or whatever reason you gave yourself for bringing that situation into your experience. You have to now say you're no longer that person. You're no longer, That's something that happened, and you're not defined by that choice. It was just an experience. Yeah, it's no longer in the fear state anymore. Is that what your SP wants? Does he want space? Look, remember, this is your script, Jules. You're the star in this movie. He's supporting cast. You get to tell the story that you want to experience. So what story do you want to experience? And you got to remain faithful to that story. You got to decide what you want. I can't tell you what you want. You got to make that decision. What do you want? What is it that you want? And you may have to sit with yourself and really think about it. Yeah, what is it that I want? And when you make a decision, stay faithful to that decision, regardless of what happens. Okay, so rewrite the story. And the only reason he's saying that is because you're saying you're guilty. And so he's showing up that way. This really is your story, right? And you have to know that he holds no power. You hold all the power. He has no free will in your reality. This is your world. He's going to show up based on what you truly can accept about your relationship. So now you have to ask yourself, what do you truly accept? How do you truly see your relationship? And that's going, you're going to have to, ask yourself some tough questions and answer them honestly. And then, I'm not saying judge yourself. I'm not saying criticize yourself. I'm not saying feel guilt or shame. I'm saying own your responsibility and then decide that's not who I am. Who am I now? And live from that state. Oh, okay, Jules. Yeah. So you see the correlation between your thoughts, your fears, and your experiences, right? The thing I greatly feared, as Job said, has come upon me, right? That thing I greatly feared has come upon me. Yeah. But people forgive people all the time. And you know how he's going to forgive you? You have to forgive you. The way he's going to forgive you once you forgive you. So you forgive yourself by not living and defining yourself from that experience. Okay. Here's the thing, Jewel. I want you to have the conversation in your mind that you would have with him. Not with him. Have it in your mind. Have the conversation with him in your mind. Tell him, be vulnerable in your mind, right? Because the world is mental. All cause is mental. It all comes from within. As within, so without. Have the conversation. You may have to think about it, like really sit with yourself. This is your meditation. This is your contemplation. Like, what is the best case scenario in the conversation with him? What is the best? And then play that out in your mind. Your best case scenario, and play that out in your mind. Have that conversation with him in your mind. And then drop it. That's your seed. That's your desire. That's your seed you're going to drop into your subconscious mind. And you're nourishing it and giving it sunshine and rain by saying, oh, yes, everything worked out just as I thought it would. Everything worked out just as I thought it would. Everything worked out just. And when doubt tries to come up, or the choice that you made tries to come up, you say, nope, That doesn't exist anymore. I'm not even that person. I'm so glad everything worked out just as I thought it would. But you're not trying to make it so. You're not saying, oh, we need to have this drawn out conversation. You're not trying to say how it happens. It's already done. Everything has already worked out because you rehearsed it, you played it in your mind, and then you're going to let things happen. And you're going to see that the change you made in you will be seen in your world. He's going to reflect that back to you. Yep, how he shows up is a reflection of you, how you feel about yourself and him. Yep. 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 So I'm already starting to revise my story with my SP in a way. Go all the way. Go all the way, Kayla. I'm still rehearsing my new story of what happened with my SP. That's it. You got to play it in your mind. That's what it all starts at. It begins and ends in your mind, right? This is what last night we was on Keisha's live, the Purpose Penthouse. Purpose Penthouse, that's Keisha. We was on her live yesterday, and she was talking about John 14, right? And saying, in my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go before you, prepare a place for you. And if I go to prepare a place for you, I will go and receive you unto myself. Because where I am, that's where you also shall be. Oh, that's a mouthful. That was a mouthful. Oh, so remember, the Bible is psychological, right? So when it's talking about the Father, who's the Father? I am. Your consciousness is the Father, right? Your imagination, your awareness of being, that's your Father, right? So I go. So he says, in my Father's house. Who is I am? Who is Jesus is talking about the I am within you, right? And the Father is your consciousness. They're both one and the same. They're not separate. So it said, I go to prepare a place for you. Your consciousness, your awareness of being, your imagination goes into what? A future state, right? A future reality. The reality you are desiring to create, right? So in this situation with Jules, she's going in her mind into a future state in her imagination to see that all is well with her and her SP, right? That's the future state. That's the I am that's going forth and preparing a place, the outcome that you desire, right? And you're playing that in your mind. They're going forward in time, right? Time is an illusion. Going forward to prepare that state, which is the place, is the desired outcome. And since in your mind, you're prophesying, foretelling, right, what your desired outcome is. So you've already went there in your mind. So you're going to make there, here, then, now. And so I've already went there in consciousness in my mind. Since I already went there and prepared the place and I said, all is well, everything is great. Our relationship is in the most wonderful place. Because I've already prepared that place, now physically, you have to go there. Because where I am, you must also be. You now get to experience that which you experienced in your mind, you're going to physically experience it. That's all that's it. I know that's kind of a mouthful, but that's the explanation. That's trying to show you in a practical way how that looks. I learned so much last night. Thanks for joining her live. Oh, yes. Always here to support, most definitely. Hey, Kyle. Welcome. Happy Monday. Been loving your content on YouTube. Glad to watch you. Oh, thank you, Kyle. Welcome. Right, and all is well with mine. Okay, I got it. Yep, all is well. Yep. Hey, Lisa, what you experienced in the mind is already being experienced now. Yep. Please share live with me next time. Oh, okay, Janine. Y'all. Y'all don't have the bell. Hey, Jasmine. Hey, all love. Hey, Janine. Hey, how's everyone doing? I just go live. I don't really be, I don't be sharing. I got to do better with that. I don't be thinking about it. Hey. Oh, Keisha's live. Got you. Okay, yeah. Okay, got you. Yes, I will. Okay, got you. Got you. I normally do share lives when I go. I try to remember to share lives. I do. But it's like a lot of the lives we're in, we be migrating to everybody's live, right? Denise, Lisa, Ema, now Keisha. That's our little Rolodex of lives that we go to. We be supporting one another. It shows when you're on live. Now when you're on live with someone else, not until right. Okay, I love you. I didn't know Janine was saying for me to share the live with her, someone else's live. I didn't understand what she was saying at first. So I'm locked in with you. All right, Janine. So you be so random. Yeah, me too. Yep. Yep. Yeah, go follow Keisha, y'all. She got good stuff. I got some insurance questions to ask you, Lisa, because I used to be with who you're with. I know you're in Washington. I'm in Illinois, but I did have some questions. I may DM you about some insurance questions. See, my SPX wrote me in. It's kind of got me. Well, why you tripping? Who cares? They wrote you. Why you tripping, Jasmine? Don't forget you main character energy. Don't forget, don't play the supporting role in nobody else's life. This your world, girl. You better own that. You better know whatever they coming through, they coming to benefit you. All is good in the hood. How will we know when you are speaking on someone else? Hey, El Glaze, you're asking me how will I know when you are speaking on someone else? I don't understand the question. Hey, neighbor. Oh, nice. Congratulations, neighbor. Yes. Oh, Keisha. I said it. I said the Purpose Penthouse was Keisha. I said that. When I was talking about it, I said the Purpose Penthouse is Keisha. That's what I said. Good morning, Janae. Good morning. Hey, Giselle. Yes. So ignore it and go on, right? Because she's making right. Don't even give it your attention. Oh, Indiana worked it. Okay. All right, Bright Star. What is I don't know what UFC is though. Hey neighbor, howdy neighbor, Bright Star. So I've been imagining several things and it felt amazing the past few months. And yes. So I said I was going to put my name in my profile too, Keisha and the Purpose. Oh, okay. I said now this morning when I woke up, I felt like I didn't want to imagine it. Like I just knew and thought, that's it, neighbor. Yeah, I don't do a whole lot of imagining. Because when I say imagine, I'm just not saying visually. I'm talking about your communication with yourself, your conversation, your words, your knowing, your speaking, right? So I know I say imagination. I'm talking about the mind. I'm talking about your awareness. I'm talking about your consciousness. Oh, you was in the elevator, El Glaze. Oh, okay. Got you. Yeah, you do your little signal when you're in those elevators. I feel you. Oh, university. Oh, wow. Okay. I was born at Lying Inn, and my one of my children was born there too. The University of Chicago. Oh, was it the hospitals? You're talking about the University of Chicago Hospital? All right. Oh yeah, that part I don't know all of. I don't know if you at them if they're going to see your at unless they're in the chat. I don't know. So I still talk to myself. I didn't want to visualize or do any inner conversations or anything. Well, what do you mean by inner conversations? Because talking to yourself is an inner conversation. Yes, that's what I say. I feel it's unnecessary too. I don't have to visually see it. I know that though. I knew that I didn't need to visually see it because I know that I manifest things and I don't have to see what it looks like. Infinite intelligence already knows. It already knows what that looks like. I don't have to draw a diagram and get a blueprint. It already knows. It created all things, and all things exists in Him, and we in Him, and all things are now. I know Neville Goddard loves to talk about seeing it and feeling it and touching it and making a mental picture and all that. I know for myself, that was extra. I know, like the centurion told the Christ, just speak the word and it shall be so. That's it. that your power is in your tongue, right? It's what you think about, right? It's as a man thinks in his heart. Yes, the hospital children's part is corner used to be Wilder's. All right, right. Yep. I used to go to Wilder's for the checkup. Yep. My oldest daughter was born in Lying Inn, and that's where I was born. Yep. Comers. Yep. Comers used to be Wilder's. Yep. Oh, and RN. Nice. I have a lot of RNs in my family. Bright Star. I actually thought I was going to be an RN. I actually got into the program and decided I couldn't be part of the medical field. I decided that wasn't my calling. I got into the nursing program at one of the I was in Daly, which is a junior college in Chicago. I was in Daly's program over there on Pulaski on the south side of the city. Actually, my sister actually finished. She got her RN and she got her BSN. Me, I was like, nope. Being in the medical field ain't for me. Just speak the word. Yep. I went to bed just like Neville and told the story of my whole day. Yes. Told the story. Yes. Some people believe in God. Some believe in the universe. What are your thoughts? They're one and the same. People call it the gods. People call it the universe. People call it consciousness. People call it source. People call it the all. Some people call it mind. Some people call it imagination. Some people call it subconscious mind. Some people call it energy. That's what scientists call it. Scientists call it energy. Religious people call it God. Those who call themselves spiritual call it the universe or source. Some mystics call it consciousness, subconscious mind, the Christ consciousness, the Buddha mind, Krishna. We're all saying the same thing. Hey, Allison. What would be your advice if bills were trying to get you down? What would you do? Well, you know one thing I would do, Allison? I would not say that bills are getting me down. I will recognize that it's my thoughts creating it. And so, like I know I told the story that I've experienced what many people would call, lack or hardship or not having a lot of money. But I never spoke in those terms. I never called myself broke. I never complained about money. My mindset was just, You really do have to change your mindset. And there are so many and then you when you decide to change how you talk about money, you'll find that you'll get different ideas about money. That ideas will come to you that will bring forth the money that you desire to have. But you have to decide to think differently about it. You have to catch yourself and be like, I created these bills, right? Because the bills didn't just happen, right? We created them, right? We decided to whatever, we agreed to the mortgage, we agreed to the rent, right? We agreed to that we would pay our utility bills. We agreed that we would pay our credit card bills, right? We agreed to that. So since your consciousness knows that you have these obligations, you have to remind yourself that the Lord is my shepherd and I shall not be in want. You shouldn't want for anything. But you got to know that. You got to talk to yourself and remind yourself of that. And teach yourself not to worry or to doubt, especially worry, like trying to figure out where the money's going to come from. You got to train your mind to say that all of my needs are supplied. All of, I'm well taken care of. God always looks out for me. God got my back. And if you don't say God, source. If you don't say source, the universe, however you're defining the greater part of you, the I am of you is looking out for you. Got you. Will never, you got to be like David. He said, I've been young and now I'm old, and I've never seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging for bread. And who are the righteous? Those that think right about it. You got to have a right. You got to operate in truth and not in error. The truth is you have everything you need and you have more than enough. You're choosing not to see it. You have to choose to see it. You say uni. Do we have to fully see our desire in our mind clearly? Start watching who? Who y'all talking about? Who did y'all used to watch? Neighbor, who did y'all used to watch before they went viral? No, we were just talking about that, Caleb. Nope. You just need to speak the word. Yeah, some people say infinite intelligence. Yes, there's so many names. Hey, April. I was listening to someone say we have to have childlike faith. A child isn't worried about how parents. Yep, for real. That part. Say that, April. Oh, okay, yeah. I see him on TikTok. I've watched a couple of his videos on YouTube. I know who you all are talking about. He doing his thing. The child that just knows the bills are paid, the how is not our concern. Yep. I've listened to him a couple of times, not regularly. Oh, he's the one that helped you break free from Christianity? Nice. You said he's cute. I guess. He's a young guy. I guess he's in your age range. He would be like, my son. He would be like my child's age. So, but I guess he's a cool looking cat. I posted some stuff about him in the FB group. Oh, you did? Okay. Oh, he only 23? Wow. All right. So, oh, he's 3 years younger than you? Okay. So now what if he popped into the live right now? I know, right? All of he said some real he seems so real, LOL. The real Antichrist is religion. Collect that tea. Collect that tea. Yes, they denied the real power, right? Because they denied the power that's within. They're denying the real power. Absolutely, religion is the Antichrist because they deny the real power which is within. They make the power outside of you. They lead you away from the real power. They don't lead you to it. Cool looking cat is hilarious. Hey, Kelly Janae. Yep. Oh my goodness. Yeah, somebody was all in my comments on my page telling me about the Jezebel spirit. I was like, I haven't heard Jezebel spirit in eons. I'm just like asking me about Beyonce and Cardi B. I just deleted his comments. I'm like, get out of my my comment section. You know, because he was one of those people talking about, you know, the devil be blessing his folks. And he was like, the devil tempted Jesus. I'm like, actually, the devil didn't tempt Jesus. I was like, the devil is not an outside entity. When you understand that the Bible is psychological, it was the old thoughts. It's just like us now, right? We're saying we're wealthy. And then your reasoning mind, that lower nature of yours be like, well, if you wealthy, how come you can't manifest $1 billion? If you God, how come you can't manifest $1 billion? Same thing the Christ was with his thoughts. The thoughts after his 40-day fast, right? The old thoughts came back, was like, well, if you be God, how come make this turn this bread to stone, turn this stone to bread? Well, if you God, you know, do this and then do this, you know, like whatever the three things he gave Jesus. I can never remember that. Whatever those, one of was he'll show him took him to the high point and showed him the world or whatever or something. And you kneel down before me, I give you the world, whatever. But it's the same way with us, right? People come tell you, if you God, turn this shirt to red, turn your blazer to red. Somebody told me that because I was still in my state of, you know, going to the Christian. I went to one Christian platform. I actually went on somebody's live and I was telling him, you know, that the mind was psychological and the Bible wasn't, you know, what it was. And he was like, well, if you had that power, change the color of my shirt. And I was like, you know how to change the color of your shirt. Go get some red dye and you'll change the color of your shirt. Like what? Like, why we acting brand new? You know? Oh, people be like, what? If you want to turn a pencil to a pen, go find a pen. Like, we already make that. I don't need to turn the pencil you're holding into a pen. I just need to go grab a pen. Like, what? We already have pens. I don't need to change the one you got in your hand. Go find one. Oh, you saw that? You saw that, April? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Has a smiling face. That's me too. And also my... Oh, yeah. Okay, Caleb. Okay. So what are you from? Because he's from you all from the UK? Are you from the UK, Caleb? Is that where he's from? Is that where Nero's from? Is he from the UK? I don't remember. That part I don't know. Like those divine masculine, divine feminine pages that call certain women. Yes. Hey, dream woman. If someone is manifesting sales or money with unwavering faith, no doubt, and full belief that it will come some way, somehow, does it always happen or does it not work like that since we don't control the timing? But that's why I told you, Dream Woman, you got to let go of the timing. That's what's keeping you stuck in this reality of questioning the thing you asked for you already have. You think it should show up in a certain type of way. And you already have it, but you're so focused on not having it and looking at the time element. That's what keeps things from appearing. All is now. All is now. It's already done. But if you keep trying to figure out in what way and when, you're telling yourself it's not. When you're telling yourself it's not when you ask those questions. You're saying it's not happening, it's not happening, it's not happening. And actually, the answer is it's already done. It's already done. It's already done. You got to remember to enjoy what you're doing. But you're so focused on getting there instead of recognizing you're already there. Now that you're already there, talk from that state. You should be talking and speaking from that state. Right. Oh, go change the shirt. Exactly. And say the Bible is based on the state of mind, like heaven and hell. That's fascinating to me. Yep. Do the simple things. Yes. So what? How did I answer the person that says, "Hey, a billionaire is a mindset. It's not dollars and cents. I am a billionaire because what? I am infinite currency." Oh no, I don't know where he's from. Oh, okay. Love his accent. Okay. Oh, okay. He's from Zimbabwe. Okay. And from the UK. Okay. I thought he was from the UK. Okay. Oh, they say their accents are funny. Yep. Being focused on not having it is what causes the delay. Call those things that be not as though they were. It really is deciding to speak differently. You have to choose a different conversation. That is why Paul tells us, put off the former conversation. You got to change the way you talk. You cannot continue to speak of lack and think you're going to produce wealth. You cannot continue to speak of failure and think you're going to bring about success. You can't keep saying, why is this happening? Why don't I see anything? I can't understand, and think that you're going to understand. Say, but they got me thinking now, if we can manifest anything, why aren't we all billionaires? Is it because of resistance? Who's saying we're not all billionaires, Dream Woman? Who told you weren't a billionaire? Do you think billionaires are only based on dollars and cents? Hey, Belle the Goddess. Welcome. Yes. No, in my example, you are the currency. You are the currency. Your mind is the currency. Thank you so much, Belle the Goddess. You are the currency. The fact that you think there's a separation is why you are not experiencing the billionaire mindset. You're infinite. You can't place a billionaire is a limitation. You're infinite. You have all things now. You have all things now. But you want to be defined by the limitation of currency. You want to be defined by the limitation of money, rather, by dollar bills, by cents. You want your bank account to define how wealthy you are. Well, okay, then you're not a billionaire, because you're defining your wealth based on how much money is in your account. Okay. And you have to understand, Dream Woman, we're all infinite expressions of the one, and no two people are going to see this life the same. No two people are going to experience life the same. Because we came here to experience the unfoldment. We came to experience the process. If we didn't want to experience the process, we just would have stayed spirit. We wouldn't have inhabited the limitation of the body. We came to experience the limitation of the body. That's the limitation. The physicality is the limitation. We came to experience that. We came to see a seed grow and shoot up out of the ground. We came to experience the growth of a human form in the belly of a woman. That's what we're here for the experience. This is all an experiment. And that's what we're here for, to experience it. And so you got to remind yourself, you're here for the experience. You're here for the experience. It's like, Dream Woman, you decide to go on vacation, right? And say you decide to go to Hawaii, right? You get on the plane, you go to Hawaii, you land in Hawaii, and it's like, oh, all right, I made it to Hawaii. Time to get back on the plane and go back to my destination. Do you do that? Or if you decide to go to Hawaii, you actually going to go there to experience the island. You're going to see the palm trees. You might go see the volcanoes. You may go see different islands in Hawaii, Maui and the Big Island, whatever, right? Waikiki, right? You don't just fly over to Hawaii. It's like, oh, I've seen Hawaii. Let me get back on the plane and go back to it. No, you're going to go there to experience it. Like your business. Why do you have your business, Dream Woman? Why do you have your business? What's the purpose of your business? For what purpose do you have your business? Why do you have it? Is it just to get money? To see how much money you can make? Because there's no judgment, but if that's the only reason, then allow yourself to experience making the money. Okay, because there's no judgment if it's just about the money. Absolutely no judgment, because some people just are truly do things just for the money, and then when they get it, they find out they wanted a little bit more than that. But they wouldn't know that until what? They experienced it. So it's okay. So you could say, yes, I'm doing this just for the money. And then you get the money, right? And then you'll find out, actually, I wanted a little bit more. But you wouldn't even know that had you not just experienced just getting the money, right? Just getting the money allows you to be like, actually, I want more than just the money. I want somebody to share my life with. I want my physical body to be a certain way. I want to have certain type of relationships. I actually want more time. I actually want more freedom. You know, like you start to discover, yeah, money is cool. We love it. We enjoy it. We spend it. We circulate it. We invest it. But there's so much more than just having money. But sometimes you don't know that until you experience just having money. And then when you experience just having money, you're like, oh, wait a minute. I want more than just having money. I want security. I want freedom, right? I want health. I want relationships, right? Yes. So you think money buys time? You don't think time is free? Or you don't think your time is free? Because it really is your perspective. And we're just having a conversation, right? Because so there's no right or wrong answer. It's just how you see life, right? And how you see life, how you assume it, how you define it is how it will be for you. Okay, not your 9 to 5, 7 days a week. Okay. But I'm saying we have this concept that we have to pay for time. But that's the mindset of our society, right? That time isn't free. That it costs you something. Right? Because we have made life purely transactional. That's why yesterday I was talking about wanting to get out of the mindset, but clearly it truly is up to you. It's your choice. But I'm just coming from my perspective, from the reality I'm creating is getting away from that mindset that life is purely transactional. That to do something with no compensation involved, just doing it just because you want to do it and for no other reason, it's just because you want to. Many people don't live their life that way. Many people live their life from, you scratch my back, I scratched your back, you got to scratch mine. If I give you a birthday present, I expect a birthday present in return. If I take you out to dinner, the next time we go out to dinner, you got to pay for it. If I, like, it's always a quid pro quo. It's like, if I do this for you, then I expect this in return. If you do this for me, then I expect this in return. We rarely do something with no strings attached, right? We rarely do something just from the heart, just because it feels good to do. And I'm not saying everybody's like that, because yes, there are many people that truly just, will go and pay someone's shopping cart bill and not expecting anything, not looking for it to be posted on Facebook, not to be doing on Instagram. Like, y'all know I went to the store today and it was just lit on my heart to pay the person behind me cart or pay their shopping bill. It's like, you're not doing it just to do it. You're doing it because you want the glory. You want to be like, oh my goodness, that's so good. You did that. I'll check you out. You're looking for validation. You're looking for a pat on the back. You're looking for somebody you're looking for the glory. You're not just doing it just to do it, just because that's just who you are. No, you're doing it to be seen. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. But that's not unconditional love. That's not doing things from a place of being from a place of unconditions, right? Of no conditions. Say, what does it mean if time isn't free, right? Oh, but I love, you hear people say, my time not free. My time, it's going to cost you. You got to say, my time, this whole mindset that someone giving you their time, that it should cost you something in some way. Hey, Sheila. Hello, Toyia. I have not manifested my $100 yet after a week, but I do believe. Yes, it's already done, Sheila. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, no more validation outside of me. Hey, created by Fee. All love said, oh. Not oh. Oh. Because and again, because and again, TikTok be having you thinking. There was a young lady on here. I don't know if I told you. I think I told you guys this story yesterday, but I can't remember if I told you or not. Where she was, she worked for a dentist's office, and she, had asked two of her co-workers what would they do with their life if they didn't need money. Say we didn't need money to live, to do anything with, right? We could do whatever we wanted, and what will we do? She was asking them, what would they do if money was not part of our society? And she said, one lady was like, does that mean I will have to be at home with my children? And the other lady was like, well, I don't know. We wouldn't be able to buy anything. We wouldn't do anything. She was like, but you wouldn't need money to do anything or to buy anything. You would just have everything provided for you. So what would you do with it? And they couldn't conceptualize not working. Like they couldn't tell her, because she was like, well, I would learn pottery, right? She's like, I would learn to, I'd be really interested in going to like a pottery class and learning how to make bowls and cups and vases. And I would go and learn how to play the guitar. And since I know how to do these things, I would share that with others, right? And I was telling my husband about it. And I was like, what's funny is that she doesn't have to, she could do that now, right? She wouldn't have to wait to be in a certain situation where money wasn't an issue to go and learn how to do pottery and go and learn how to play the guitar or whatever. Those things actually could happen. But I get what she was saying. Like, if we lived in a world where money was taken out of it and life was no longer transactional, what would you do with your time? How would you see your life? How would you, experience this life now? You have all the time to do whatever, right? And I'm like, I'll be doing exactly what I'm doing now. Cause I don't, money has been provided for me. And it's funny. So somebody was like, well, but if it wasn't for your husband, do you think that you could live this life? And I was just like, are you telling me that there aren't single women that don't have to work for money, that they're just well taken care of? Here's the thing. Yes, there's going to be something that happens where the money is provided, right? There is something that happens, whether you're born into wealth or maybe you come up with a great idea that, some people come up with ideas and they sell the idea and then they get the money. Like, money can come, and if money is required to be in your experience, the money is going to come forward, and you're going to be well taken care of. The how is really not. That's what we get caught up in. We try to explain away things because of how it happened. Well, I wanted to be a stay-at-home wife. And so I manifested that reality where I'm a stay-at-home wife. Like, I don't know what to tell you, dude. I wanted to be married, and I am, and I wanted to be married and not have to work. That's my reality. I don't know what to tell you. But, like, guys, think of that. Like, if you had all the time in the world and money was not an issue, what would you do with your life, right? Like, take money out of the equation and you could just be. And you have all of these, passions, desires, or whatever you want to, like, what would your life look like if you took money out of the equation? Hey, Key. Say, what about people who want you to be unconditional with them but offer nothing in return? Are they users? Nope. Key, here's the thing. If I'm doing something for you because I truly want to do it from you and I have no strings attached, how could you not returning the favor be you using me? Because I'm doing it not out of obligation, not out of fear, not out of sacrifice, not out of compromise. I'm truly doing it from my heart. You never have to say thank you. You never have to tell anyone what I did for you because I truly did it from a pure place, that I just wanted to see you happy. I want to see the smile on your face. You never would have to say thank you, nothing. I just wanted to do it because I felt good. How could I ever say that you were using me? I did it because I wanted to. Hey, sunflower. No, we wouldn't be able to buy anything. No, because you just get right, Lisa. Right. That was going over their head. They just could not, their minds wouldn't allow them to go there. They was just like, what? I've only had one job and those people tried to drag me back. Unhand me, right? Money goes and money flows. Yes, I only worked the job because it was with kids. Nice. Yeah. So every time I find change on the ground, I say that I am abundant or abundance coming. Yes, that's it. Oh no, I didn't know anything about manifestation when I wanted that. I actually didn't work with either one of my marriages. But my second marriage, I got married in January of 2015. I stopped working in 2017. Grand Rising, Red Mama Yeti. Grand Rising. I am fixed on the how right now. My job hasn't fixed its issues and now I'm in fear. Oh no, you got to change that, Red Mama Yeti. No fear. You just got to know that, the Lord is your shepherd, which is your I am, which is the Father within you. And you shall not want. You got to do no worry. You got to go read. What is that? Matthew, the 6th chapter. Go read Matthew, the 6th chapter. I was just having a convo about how we've been programmed to believe we have to endure to live instead of living to enjoy. Yup. We think we have to work to live when that was never the natural intention. Nope. You're right, April. When I'm older, I would like to have a large garden, large workout room, a large library. Oh, yes, Bright Star. It's done. It's done. Ooh, saying a Martha Stewart kitchen. I love to cook. Oh, that is amazing. Keep telling yourself that, what does your life look like? Saturate your mind with that, Keep telling yourself this is your life now. Now that this is your life, how often are you and your family having these large family gatherings in your Martha Stewart kitchen? What are the different meals that you're creating for your family? Do you go to YouTube to get ideas, TikTok, Instagram, or it's just like old family recipes that you use, Bright Star, right? What are you planting in your vegetable garden? Now, it's a vegetable garden and fruit garden, and is it floral too? Like, are you planting plants? How does your garden, what are you planting in your garden? Now is the time to really think about what would go in your garden, right? Because this is around the time we start to get ready. Spring is on the horizon, right? So what are you planting in your garden? Yeah, don't struggle. The only struggle I had was yesterday trying to pick out which nails I wanted. Yes. Yes, I'm basking is yes. Thank you, Bright Star. So I'm basking in this main character energy. Yes. Yep. Like the thing we want, that's what we should contemplate. That should be our thoughts, right? the desired outcome. Now that I have these things, what does my life look like? That's how you should be talking to yourself. That should be your conversation, right? With yourself. That's your meditation. That's your prayer. That's your Thanksgiving. You're like, oh, of course I can have that. Of course I can have the Martha Stewart kitchen and the big beautiful garden and nice beautiful place to go on nice nature walks. Like of course I can have that. Of course I'm living like that. Of course, now that I am, what does that look like? Have that conversation. Remind yourself, of course this is possible. Yes, it will. I'm no different from the next person. My father's no respecter of persons. And my father, he said the house on the cattle on 1,000 hills belongs to him, and it's his good pleasure to give it to me. He wants me to have it. He just told me to ask. He said, ask and it shall be given. Seek and you shall find. Knock and the door shall be open. Decree a thing, declare it. Decree a thing, and it shall be done unto you. My words that go forth shall not return unto me void. So I speak life, prosperity, health, wealth, relationship, love, kindness, generosity, goodwill towards all men. Because all men is me. Right? Love thy neighbor as thyself. Why? Because the neighbor is me. There's no separateness. Right? That's what we got to talk to ourselves and remind ourselves of these truths. That's why I like the Bible. That's why I recommend the Bible. That's why I quote the Bible. Because it's telling you how to think, how to use your mind to create the reality you want to experience. Yes, it's 4 steps. It's in my book, the free book, the free books I offer and on my link tree, the free books, 4 steps to manifest. It's always the same 4. Decide what you want. Step 2 is prayer. That's your acknowledgement. You have to acknowledge that the thing you want does exist, right? And you're going to give thanks for it. 3, you're going to remain faithful to it. You got to talk as though it's already yours. You got to saturate your mind. Like Keisha said, write yourself a love story, right? She wrote herself a love story, a love note, a beautiful love note about her relationship, and read it until she felt the reality of it. Write a love letter. Yes. For the life that you desire, for your business, for your relationships, for the body that you want. You got to fall in love with your life. Fall in love with your life. That's step 3, your acceptance that the thing you desire already belongs to you. And then step 4, you don't do anything to make it so. You be still and know. Be faithful. Be still, which means you're not worrying about the how or the when. How you worrying about something you already got? How you worrying about how you got it if it's already yours? It's already in your possession. How you trying to figure out how it came when the car is in the garage? When the business is booming? When you're already married? Hey, bombshell. Right. The only enemies is in your mind. If you have any, you created them. The enemies come from within. It's never from without. It's your thoughts, your mental activity. Why create enemies? Why not create love? People that love you, supporters, friendships. Why not create friends? Why wouldn't you create friends? Why wouldn't you say, everyone loves me, people adore me? You know, I am the vibe. I am the vibe. When I come around, I'm the vibe. People are uplifted, they're encouraged, they're inspired because I'm the vibe. Yes, Keisha. Yes. Yes, hey, sunflower rose, right? You really got to change the conversation, the self-talk. That's what Neville Goddard, Dr. Joseph Murphy, Reverend Ike, all these coaches, if they're not telling you to talk better to yourself, if they're not leading you back to the power within you, they're leading you down a winding path that leads to nowhere. They want to keep leading you back to them. This is about self-empowerment. This platform. This isn't about followers. This is about leading yourself, trusting yourself, believing in you. Not believing in anything I say. Believing in what you say about you. What do you say about you? How do you talk about you? Talking about my professor in a positive light. Then soft. Yep. Just like that, I'm supported. That's it. That's it. That's it. You really gotta, and then you gotta learn how to drop it in the soil, right? When you drop the seed, when you drop the desire, after you produced it, you decided what you wanted, you wrote the story of your life, you rehearsed it, which is you're being the director. Step 3, step 4, now you're going to play it out. The thing is, you don't get to say how it all shapes up. When you drop the seed, when you impress the subconscious with your desire, and you choose to let it go and let it germinate, right? The Christ said, unless I die, you cannot live. Unless you die to your current state, your new state cannot live. You cannot occupy 2 states at the same time. You're going to love one and you're going to hate the other. Which one are you loving on? Because what you love on is the thing you talk about most. Jacob I loved, Esau I hated. That's what scripture tells you, right? Jacob is the I am. Esau is the world, the physical world, the circumstances. You have to turn your back on the world and embrace the new state, the I am. And then let the world transform to the desire. You got to fall in love with the state you want to be. And how do you fall? You got to become intimately acquainted with it, which means you got to talk about it. You got to talk to yourself. How do you become intimate with another person other than the physical activity, right? The intimacy comes through what? Communication. Sex without intimacy is just sex. It's just a physical act. People do that all the time with no connection. Because there is no one to talk to. Right. Because do you know the people in your world, you still just talking to you? Do you know the people in your world, you're still just talking to you? You're talking to versions of you. You're talking to different aspects of yourself. So when you come across rich, wealthy people in your world, right? You see someone with a Lamborghini, or you see someone with an Aston Martin, or you go into Saks, or you go into Nordstrom's and you see someone spending 10 to 20. That's a version of you that exists. And you're seeing it in form. You're seeing your thoughts manifest. It's like, oh, that's me. That's me right there. That's me. And we look good. Hopefully you're not looking at that version of you and condemning it. It's like, I can't believe they spent $20,000 on the doggone purse. I can't believe they did that. I can't believe. The fact that you can't believe it means you'll never experience it. Especially if that's something you're desiring to experience. Yes, I love talking to myself because we agree together. Absolutely. Like Reverend Ike would say, whenever you saw someone that had the life you desired, that you were aspiring to, you're supposed to say, That's for me. Ooh, that's for me. You're supposed to be excited for them. You're supposed to like celebrate them because they're you. They're not separate from you. So how do I get off thinking about the future and just doing this in the present and not thinking of my desire? You just got to be it, dream woman. You just got to decide when you wake up in the morning, right? Like, think about your morning routine, dream woman. What does that look like? Your morning routine. Like, have you like decided something and just stuck with it? Like, you're like, okay, I know my business, my desire is to have a prosperous business, very successful, sales just coming in, can't even hardly keep up with the amount of sales that's coming through. So many sales are coming through. I had to hire other people to assist me with just how my business has expanded. So when you go to bed at night, are you preparing for a very, effortless, but as well as productive day? Like, are you like giving thanks for like, I'm so thankful and so grateful of all the many sales that I've experienced. My assistant is a godsend, or my assistant was so perfect for me. They like helped me with everything. They even expanded. They introduced me to software I didn't even know about. They gave me some suggestions about how I can, streamline my process better. Like, how are you talking about your business? That's because you should be talking about your business from a successful mindset, because that's what's going to help you get out of your own way when you see yourself as already being that. Not how you're going to get that, but see yourself as already being that. So I want you to meditate on being. How do I be the successful business owner? How do I be that? How do I talk? How does a successful business owner now think? How do they talk? Because your thoughts is what creates your actions. So that's why you want to get it in consciousness first. You want to allow it to impress the subconscious. And like osmosis, like the caterpillar that changes into the butterfly, go through the metamorphosis. It just happens. And why does it happen? Because you change the way you think. You have to change the way you think. You have to change the way you think. You have to change the way you think. Yep, just make it up. Hey, sunshine. Hey, Joy. My daughter, my aunt, and cousin all are going to, a different time. So happy for them. Yes. Identity shifting. Yep. You got to train yourself to think from that place. And it is a practice. You have to practice it every moment, right? When you find yourself trying to figure out how, dream woman, you have to say, no, it's already done. Who am I being right now? Who am I being? I'm the successful business owner. I don't have to think about how I got here. I just need to know that I'm here. I have a successful business. Yes, I'm getting emails. I'm restocking, the shit, whatever it is your business is. You know what that it being successful looks like in your mind. Play that out in your mind. You have to practice. Repetition, 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 repetition. Rehearse, rehearse, rehearse. An actor that is rehearsing the role of his life. This is the story of your life. This is the role of a lifetime. They have to rehearse, right? They have to remember the lines. They have to be the person. They have to be the character. Right. Not, yes. When we say letting go, we mean stop worrying about it. That's what letting go means. Stop worrying about it. Can you do that, dream woman? Can you stop worrying about it? Yes, I am successful in my business and relationship. Can you give no thought to the how or the when, dream woman? Can you do that? Because that's what letting go means. You're not giving any thought to the how, the when. You're not worrying or you're not concerned about that. Can you do that? I am enjoying the process. I am enjoying the unfoldment. I am enjoying the experience. I am enjoying that I went from 2 sales to 20. Or am I complaining that I only got 2 sales? Am I only complaining that I only got 2 sales? Or am I thankful that I have 2 sales? Because those 2 sales led to 20 sales. It's all perspective. Yes, the desire is the manifestation. That's it. Are you allowing yourself to enjoy your business? Are you having fun with it? Or is there fear, worry, and angst and complaining? If that's what's happening, that's what needs to change. And that's all that needs to change. Now it needs to be love, peace, commitment, a decision, and sticking to it, remaining firm in your decision, thanksgiving, appreciation. That's part of worrying. And I asked you, can you stop worrying? Can you stop worrying? Right. Needing it says you don't have it. Yes. Exactly. You keep saying you need it is your way of saying you don't already have it. I'm asking you, can you stop worrying about it? Right. Exactly. That's it, dream woman. That's it. You should be enjoying your business. Do you enjoy your business? Do you enjoy it? Every time you say love, peace, and I think so, right? Oh, Don Cornelius, love, peace, and soul. Absolutely. Then focus on that, dream woman. That's all you should be focusing on. That you enjoy doing it. The great pleasure it brings you. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That should be your focus. I really enjoy what I do. It brings me so much pleasure. And I'm just going to practice being still, being in the present. I'm just going to practice being more, doing less and being more. Yes. Well, we're winding down, guys. So if you guys are interested in the Facebook group, go to Prosperous Living with Toyia. If you want to catch more videos and recaps of these lives, go to my link in the bio to my YouTube channel. You can get the recaps there of the lives on YouTube. Like Keisha said, I have a lot of videos that I think I started that YouTube channel about 5 years ago. I just recently got consistent with it within the last year. Really within the last year, I got real consistent with posting and being consistent with everything. And if you're students of Neville Goddard, we are going over his 5 lessons this Thursday, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. We'll be introducing lesson 4. Lesson 4, I believe, is a very pivotal lesson, because it's reminding you there's no one to change but self. That's it. There's no one to change but self. You leave the world alone, and changing self means what? Accepting the truth of who you are. Recognizing that the thing you are asking for, you already are. You just have to accept it. That's what believe means. You have to accept that you already are the person. How do you accept it? It's the way you talk about yourself. It's your conversation that lets you know that you have accepted the reality of it. It's how do you talk to yourself about it? What is your inner conversation? What is that self-talk? Is your self-talk, man, I can't believe it's taking so long. Man, I can't believe what's happening. Why is it so difficult? Why can't I see it? Is that your conversation? Oh, it's your conversation, man. I know it's done. I really appreciate where I am. I am where I am for a reason. Everything happens at its appropriate time, because the only time there is now. And so I can only be in the now, and I'm going to appreciate the now, and I'm going to be more in the now, right? Hell, thank you, Cal. Welcome. Go get your free ebook bundle, link tree in the bio. I give you, especially those who are wanting, assistance, help, guidance with transforming your thinking. So I give you Daily Diamond Gems. It's a book of affirmations and scriptures. Remember, affirmations is your conversation. That's what you want to change. You want to change the way you talk about yourself. You want to speak from being a person now. How does that person look now? How does that person talk now? What is that person doing now in your mind? I give you a 30-day transformation journey. And that's also a book of scriptures and affirmations. And I also give you a little explanation of the scriptures. And then the third book is the recipe for life. The 4 steps to manifesting. Decide, give thanks, remain faithful, be still. Those are the 4 steps to manifesting. Those are the 4 steps. Decide what you want. Be thankful for already receiving it. Your thankfulness is not even so much about you saying, oh, I'm thankful, I'm grateful, I'm appreciative. It's about acknowledgement that the thing you asked for is a done deal. It's yours. And step 3 is your belief, your acceptance, your assumption, your faithfulness, your persistence, your consistency, being bound to your word. Your word is your bond. Your faith, your word. What is it? What is that book by Florence Scovel Shinn? Your wand is your word, or what is it? I forget it. I haven't read that book in a minute. Yeah, and then the 4th step, you got to be still, which means you're not worrying. Your word is your word is your wand. Thank you. That's it. Your word is your wand. Your word is the master magician. Hey, Sheila. Hey, Queen Sheila. Thank you. Your word is your wand. Man, that's a mouthful right there. Your word is your word. Your word is your word that goes forth. It is your word that becomes flesh. It is your word that is the manifestation. It is your word. What word are you speaking? Because whatever you speak about, you bring about. Because your speaking is based on your thinking. What are you thinking? As a man thinks in his heart, so is he. Are you thinking of how difficult it is, how hard it is, how you just don't understand why it's just not happening for you yet? Why is it taking so long? Why does this person have it and I don't have it? Like, is that what you're thinking? Or are you being grateful and thankful that you are where you are and there is no comparison? Because that's a thief of joy, right? Comparison is a thief of joy. Looking at somebody else's garden and wonder why they garden growing. Do you know that all gardens grow when they're watered and nourished and receive sunshine? So if you would just water your garden, yours would grow too. Yes, I am wonderful. I am wonderful, Queen. Yep. Okay, look. There's no competition. There is no comparison. You got to celebrate others because you want others to celebrate you, right? Everybody's so concerned about the haters. What about the celebrators? What about the supporters? Stop focusing on people not liking you and focus on people loving you. Too many times we prepare for the worst instead of preparing to expect the best. Expect that most people are kind and loving and generous, and expect that everybody that comes into your world are there for your good. They're there to lift you up and to support you just as you lift others up and you support them. Right? Hey, Melissa. Thank you. Thank you for sharing this wisdom. These conversations are so good. I'm glad you're me. Yes, Kyle. Absolutely. Yes. Yes, and welcome to the community, Kyle. We're glad that you're here. Thank you. Yeah, because we come here to uplift one another, inspire, encourage, and let you know that the thing you're asking for already belongs to you. And I know it has to be, as I think as Dr. Joe Dispenza would say, a rewiring of the mind, right? And some of us say a reconditioning of the mind. And I say it's the acceptance of the truth. The acceptance of the truth. That you are an abundant being. You're full of joy, peace, love, kindness, goodwill. Go to Galatians 5:22 and 23. I believe that's the fruit of the spirit. That's your spirit at its core. That's your default setting. The fruit of the spirit found in Galatians 5:22 through 23. For the fruit of the spirit is what? Love. Was it love, peace, kindness, temperance? It's nine characteristics of the fruit of the spirit. That's who you are. You are perfect. You are whole. You are complete. You're already abundant. It's just your acceptance to it is what brings it forth. All you have to do is accept it. The Father's given it to you, has richly already given you all things to enjoy, as Dr. Joseph Murphy would say. If God has given you all things to enjoy, why are you poor? You're not. It's just your belief that you are. You're so powerful, you can create the opposite, which is the eating off the tree of knowledge of good and evil. The belief in evil creates evil, but there's no source of evil. You get that? The belief in evil creates evil, but there's no source of evil. There's only God. There's only good. There's only life. But you're such a powerful creator. You're such a deliberate manifester. Some of you all unconsciously, unknowingly, ignorantly been creating the opposite. Thank you, Janine. Thank you. Now it's getting too hot outside. Not you complaining about the weather all love. I'm about to go out here and enjoy this weather. I'm about to go outside and sit. Maybe do me some videos that I have to post on my YouTube and TikTok pages. There's only life. It's your acceptance of the truth of you. That's all. You're here to remember who you are and to accept that's who you are. That you have dominion and power over everything in the earth, your body. That's the earth. You have dominion and power over your personal experience. We're not the God of others. You're the God of self. You're not the God of anyone else. You didn't come here to rule over others. You came to rule your mind, discipline your mind, master your mind. So when you tell people you're God, they're like, oh, they think that you mean you God of them. No, you're the God of you. I'm the God of me. There's only one God, right? There's only one mind. There's only one consciousness. There's only one spirit, one power. It's just individualized, right? You say even change into shorts and tank top. I love that. I know that's right. All love. Yes, it's in the high 60s in Chicago, y'all. Yes, be loving it. You say you wore a hoodie and sweatpants. Oh, but yes. It's just all about acceptance. That's why you don't have to do any inner work. You don't got to do no shadow work. You don't have to talk to your former self, your 5-year-old self, your 10-year-old self. You're not even that being. That being no longer exists. That version of you no longer is that. You don't even give no attention to that. You give your attention to desire, the things you want to experience now. That's where your focus should be. What do you want now? Claim wholeness. Claim completeness. Claim perfection. Claim the life you want and just talk about that. Claim the life you want and talk about that. Now we almost went to the pool yesterday. All right. I got a lot of peeps in the chat. Illinois, yes, we repping Illinois in the chat. All right. Yes. But all right, guys. Thank you so much time. Hey, Illinois. Hey. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Come join the Facebook group. We got chats going on regarding the book club. Again, that's Thursday at 6 p.m. Get your free ebook bundle. It will definitely bless you. It'll help you change the way you talk to yourself, the way you think about yourself. That's why I still identify with scripture, because the scripture is your love story. It is your autobiography. It is telling you about you. The Bible's psychological drama. That's what it is. Yes, Kato. Yes. Thank you guys so much. Enjoy this beautiful day, especially if you're here in the Chi. Go outside in the Windy City and wherever you may be. Hopefully you have just as much beautiful weather. I know the southern states probably really enjoying some beautiful weather. Hopefully you guys out east. I know you guys out west. We have people out west, those out down south. Those in the Midwest, we're all everywhere. Hopefully it's beautiful weather all everywhere. Yes. Oh, Colorado. All right, butterfly. Yes, that's beautiful. Yeah, New Jersey's. All right. All right, Kayla. Okay, out the East Coast. Yes. Oh, that's your hometown, beauty. All right. Yep. I live in the suburb of Chicago. Yep. But I was raised on the south side. South side. Yep. All right, guys. Enjoy your day.